Good morning guys and welcome back to the vlog. This morning is 20 past 8 and I'm about to go for my run, as you can tell. I've got my running kit on now, but I figured I would go through some kind of a core workout before I go on my run, just to get it done, get it out of the way with first thing in the morning. There's many ways you can do a core workout. I definitely do not claim to be an expert on it, but the most common that I seem to be used is some kind of circuit where you're doing various bodyweight exercises lying down on the mat on the floor. One thing I would really like and don't have is a pull-up bar, not only for pull-ups but also once you progress you can sort of hold yourself up and then do leg raises. The reason why I don't like training core is just it's really awkwardly painful. It's not something that you can just sort of push through. Like, I enjoyed going to the gym for doing bench press because it's just, or doing biceps or doing triceps because it's very static motions and you can push yourself to the absolute limit and it's physically painful, but it's satisfying and you can sort of just grit in and get to that limit. Whereas with core, it's just weirdly uncomfortable.
I'll give you an example. This is a strange angle. If you're lying down like this is a good exercise to do. This is lower abs. You just engage the bottom of your abs and they sort of feel the squeeze as they're lifting the weight of your legs into the air. The progression of this is actually kicking into the air. There's obviously the classic sit-up as well, which is just doing this. Oh.
You can tell I'm so unfit and my abs are definitely not engaging very well because I'm barely able to do one sit-up. But there's plenty of variations of various things of just rolling around on the floor. That all really will contribute towards more stability on the bike, more injury prevention because you're not having to overcompensate with some other muscle, like for me, my lower back, and I know many other cyclists, their lower back. And potentially in the long run I might have some definition there for beach days in the summer, but that shouldn't be the main goal because physical appearances and aesthetic changes happen over the very long run. Anyway, we'll have to see. I'm not going to run you through my whole routine this morning because I don't actually have a routine, but I'm going to put the camera away now. I'm going to figure something out for about 15 minutes and then I'll just head out on my run. Looks like they're doing some proper maintenance to the track. I suppose if they're going to do it at any point at all, it makes the most sense to do it now whilst it's lockdown. It was a little bit frustrating though because I wanted to do my 5k TT on the track, but we move. I don't know, man, averaging 4:30 for 7k at the same perceived rate of exertion as 5-minute kilometre pace felt just 2 or 3 months ago. Clearly when you improve your top end, your bottom end gets raised, so the same steady pace feels even steadier, relatively speaking. And I think that's one of the main points with getting fitter as an all-round athlete as well, is you can go at that steady pace and it feels easier and you can go for longer and you can enjoy it more. That's part of the reason why I enjoy cycling, is because, yeah, I might do the top end for the racing, but then the long steady rides with my mates in the summer become relatively easier and I can manipulate how hard I go rather than being forced to go hard, if that makes sense. Alright, so on today's episode of Porridge and Fruit for Breakfast, we have strawberries and raspberries frozen. Those who are wondering what my six-pack currently looks like, this is it. So clearly there's some level of definition because I'm quite lean, but as soon as I eat food I basically just go. Kind of weird filming myself topless because I don't think you've seen me without a top on the vlog so far. I used to post quite a lot on my Instagram story of myself on progress pictures when I went to the gym and I'd be like, oh yeah, look at these gains, blah blah blah. But reality is I'm a cyclist and I need to be lean and light, so hopefully I'm losing some of the tiny bit of mass that I had. I mean, my arms are pretty tiny, so what I want is that chiseled abs, so we're going to go for that instead. Fresh delivery of sorines. Oh no, they're all falling down, there's too many. Hashtag not sponsored. Right, so it's 12:30 and I've just finished doing a lot of maths for uni work. I'm just going to get my bike session done now, just get it done and out of the way and then crack back on with uni work rather than leaving it to the end of the day, because whenever I keep delaying bike rides, they don't get done. Got 2 to 3 hours to do, just zone 2. Quick pro tip before I head out. If you ever run out of space in your pockets and you don't care what you look like in the winter, I just shove my gloves in my jersey. It just doesn't matter. And it's sort of that 8 to 10 degree mark where sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't, depending on the wind and how much the sun's out. I've had a sex change. Long hair and the... For some reason when I set off this afternoon, I thought, why don't I just keep it at chain tight zone 2, which does make it a little bit harder to talk on camera and whip the camera out. Average power is pretty much on the border of zone 2 and zone 3. And I'm just trying to get comfortable. I'm just trying to relax my breathing. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just verging into the uncomfortable, and I'm trying to get as comfortable as possible at this uncomfortable pace. Currently doing 250 watts up a hill, so it's even harder to talk on camera. Wow, watching that back, it actually felt like a vlog for once, rather than just randomly me talking at a camera about different topics every day. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Very productive day today, very pleased with how it's went. Smashed loads of work, did 3 sessions in the end, got the core, the run and the ride. We now head into the weekend, just got 2 long rides planned. Might do a run as well on Sunday, but we'll just have to see. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.